everybody. This is Yusef for Dad's Free Time Let's Plays, getting it in. What's going on, guys? So I decided to play Bastion one more time because I wanted to play, what is it, the Transistor game, and I realized Bastion is the first one from this company, or the first sort of game from this company, whatever. And so I decided I was gonna go ahead and play it through. These games aren't very long. Only problem is, well, it's not really that much of a problem for me, but the only problem is that there's a man that talks through the whole thing. So what do you need me for, right? As a matter of fact, other people have been playing this game better than me all over this internet. So, you know, you go and check one of them out, whatever. I just, you know, I try to fill in the gaps with talking, you know, but this game does such a sufficiently good job at that I barely had to talk. So I played this game with my, while I was, you know, kind of watching my kids, my mother-in-law's, and she's got the good seat, right? She's got the quiet seat. We got, the way our house is situated, there's one long room, and it's separated into three, but there's no doors. They just kind of overhangs, and the sound kind of gets blocked by the overhang. So the kids will play in one room, sort of like quote unquote room. You could sit in the other room and have about what, 60% of the sound taken away, and their noises or whatever are not that bad. Like, you might be able to hear them right now because they're all kind of chilling on the cell phone. But well, my mother-in-law is there. She spotted out the good seat and took it from me. Like, she moved all my equipment out of the way and pretended that it was pretended that she moved all my computers and stuff because she wanted the table clear for dinner. But then she set up shop right there and tried to got me that way. So now I'm got my video games I'm trying to play, but the kids are like 1 foot away from me screaming in my ear, and that sucks. So this is one of the games that I played without it, and you know, it talks while I'm doing stuff, so there's that. Anyway, yeah, so Bastion, cool game. I plan on having both the endings, but I didn't play through it twice. I'm just gonna find the second. Well, I have played through it twice by this point, but I'm just gonna find the extra ending somewhere else. It's not very cinematic. But anyway, here you go, Bastion.
Proper story is supposed to start at the beginning. Ain't so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky. He gets up, sets off for the Bastion, where everyone agreed to go in case of trouble. Ground forms up under his feet as it pointing away. He don't stop to wonder why. Finds his lifelong friend just lying in the road. Well, it's a touching reunion. He sees what's left of the rippling walls, years of work undone in an instant, in the calamity. That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a gas fella, forced out from underground. Kid pops him good. Fella got a piece of him, though. Kid just rages for a while. An old repeater falls out of the sky. Ain't a gift from the gods, but it'll have to do. Gotta hold her still to spin up the chamber. And then he falls to his death. I'm just fooling. Kid's worked up quite a thirst by now, so that fountain looks real inviting. Sometimes you just need a drink. A school of squirts tunnels up around them. Must have fled here from the mines. He sets foot inside one of Celandia's famous watering holes. Inside's old Rondi, the bartender. The calamity got him before his drinking did. Then Kid finds his trusty shield. The security takes him for a petty thief. Special delivery. Gas fellas. Windbags start turning up for last call. More squirts start coming out of the woodwork. A big old fella pops out in front of the kid. Kid sees the way to the Bastion out the window. It's a bit of a drop. He gets a good look at things on his way down. He lands on top of a breaker's bow, and it ain't broke. Kid spies a good perch for some target practice. He knows he should draw the string all the way back. The kid pockets a memento from a breaker, once the fastest man in the land. Good news is the emergency defenses still work. Bad news is they're aiming for the kid. Wasn't long before the kid could loose an arrow, strong and true. Kid better watch his step. Picks up a few pointers from a dusty old tome. He's a mighty fast learner. He finds the distillery, right next to the arsenal. Tough part of town. The arsenal's where the kid can pick the best tools for the job. One sip of the spirits in that distillery, and the kid'll feel like a new man. Some of them squirts birthing like crazy in a couple of corn bins. That one was Maud, the tutor. Once taught the kid good manners. He never used them, though. An old ferry barge sends the kid on his way. The Bastion's real close now. Takes a chunk of alloy, Smell of barley and spoiled blueberries fills the air. Scumbags. Kid maybe shouldn't have done what he just did. Robs a scumbag of his last meal. Kid puts him out of his misery. Finds the core to the Wharf District. He steals the city's heart. Might as well. Kid has a feeling he better get a move on. The place is starting to fall. See, that core Kid took was the only thing making this particular rock stay afloat. Kid just keeps running. At last, the skyway's in sight. Whisks him where he needs to go. Now the kid sees something stranger still. His mind races. Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds another. He finds me. We talk for a spell. There's a bit of the Bastion's power in that crest, enough to point the way to the cores. All I tell him is to set that core of his on the monument there, then watch. And just like that, the Bastion comes alive. Starts growing again, growing stronger. Kid's gotta put its power to good use. Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown.
Hey everybody, it's Editor Yusef. I'm just letting you know that I'm not really a fan of this hub world, this Bastion, because there's no reason for it. I mean, there is. It's where you charge up all your stuff and everything. You talk to the people that you've saved from out there and brought back to the Bastion. That's pretty cool. And with that, I will add those into the actual gameplay video editing or whatever. However, me landing in the Bastion, walking over, charging up all my stuff, you know, I'm not really a fan of showing people all the things I do to actually progress in the game, as opposed to, you know, showing the action. This is simply because I take so many pauses to do things around the house, you know, that I don't like. I don't want to figure out which one is which. And I also think that menus are stupid. So to reiterate, I'll show you this Bastion. Everything else is pretty linear, so there's no point in showing you the Bastion anymore. Maybe at the end I'll show you the Bastion after I've collected everything, but most of the time you'll see me back in the Bastion. It'll be so that we can talk about things that happened in the previous stage. You know, fair enough? All right, let's get moving.
Skyway. Now the kid can ride the wind to distant lands. Now he lands at the intersection between bad and wrong. Ought to be a core down one of these twisted streets. But which one? He heads for the squirt steps. Won't be no field trip this time. Kid ain't ever seen an elephant squirt before. Scumbag can digest just about anything. Except for this. It's quick for slicing and light enough to throw. They say even the most rambunctious squirts can be tamed. No sign of the core here. At least the kid got something for his trouble. Them squirts just don't know when to quit. Up north is where the gas fella foreman used to live, tending to his flock. why gas fellas all dress alike. Kids wondering the same thing. And there it is, but it's locked down tight in an alloy cage. A blustery old foreman's keeping his fellas in check, almost like he's showboating for the crowd. He heads for the east side, where windbags used to keep the local forge. Somehow that old forge is still standing. Inside the forge, Key can fine-tune those instruments of his. Core ain't here neither, so he's gotta guess again. Odd place to find the likes of Percy the Snitch. Never much cared for that big wide grin of his. Squirts don't make the best of friends, but they can be useful in a pinch. He heads for the biggest dump in town. Scumbag alley. Some scumbag still feeding on the city's own trash. And there he is. The oldest scumbag of them all. Gershel. The Calamity ain't done much for Gershel's sunny disposition. Kid cuts up Gershel like a pineapple. Old scumbag didn't feel a thing. The rest of the path is gone for good, and his city crest won't bring it back. No core, no surprise. Likely gas fellas are hiding it from him. And now there's a new marshal in town. Hears the whole place groan, but it's too tough to fall. Kid's ready to go, and his ticket out's right where it started.